been critical of the penny. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
5 minutes past the hour of 9 a.m. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our FYI as we welcome into the studio Josh Eggers. And Josh, it's hard to believe, 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
2 weeks away. Tailgate and Tallboys will be here before you know it.
It will be. It will be. Yep, June 5, 6, and 7 right here on Clinton's beautiful riverfront. Got a great lineup coming, and now it's the rubber hits the road now. This production team will be on site probably starting late next week, and we'll just hope for some good weather and hope people turn out.
You know, a lot of people kind of wait last minute, and some waiting to see what the weather's going to be like, but others is just, it's way down the road, I don't have to worry about it. Well, now it's time that if you've been thinking about going, you got to get your tickets.
You got to get your tickets. I almost compare it to like the end of school, and my son kept counting down the days. The next thing you know, he's like, Dad, I only have 2 days of school left. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's here. Like, so the festival is no different. I mean, we're just shy of 2 weeks out, and ticket sales had been slow. We did a buy one get one promo just to try to spike some ticket sales. We had a pretty good turnout with that, so I think that was good. And we're hoping that last week there'll be a major push. As people probably wait to see what the weather does. I totally understand that, but if you want this festival to stick around, you got to support it. Buy tickets, come check it out. You will not be disappointed. These are amazing acts. The production itself and the setup, the cleanliness of the festival grounds, like it truly is a top of the line production if you've never been to it.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, the city has put out where the closures are going to be, but I know you tweaked that since year one, so that's minimal.
Yeah, minimal. The 6th Avenue.
Yeah,
6th Avenue North by the Lumber King Stadium is the main entrance. That's where the main festival pedestrian walkway is. You can enter on 9th Avenue North as well. That's the only vehicular traffic permitted if you have a credential, if you're a camper, or if you are if you bought a parking pass or what have you. So those folks will start showing up Wednesday, the campers, and they'll set up right there on the bandshell grounds. That's where they camp. But we have multiple campsites. At Hawthorne Park, we have tent camping. At the marina parking lot, we have RV Primitive. We have our own electric RV, which is sold out, which is great. And then the main Primitive Festival campground is at the bandshell. And then even Lincoln Way. And I keep mentioning Lincoln Way because that is that same-day park and shuttle service option, which is great. The MT will take you to and from the front door of the festival. It's at 6th Avenue North, so just a great option for that if you don't want to drive through any downtown traffic. So just a good option.
And is there a fee associated with that then?
Yeah, so I think the parking is $30 for the weekend, but the shuttle service itself is free. The MTA provides that, so we're thankful for them as a partner on that.
So if even if you live here in town and you don't want to walk blocks,
agreed, it's the way to go.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah,
right
and there's so much acreage out there. I mean, I think we had like almost 1,500 people parked out there last year, so it really is a great option. It can hold a lot of vehicles. It really is a good place to go if you want to do that.
And you mentioned the RV opportunities. How's that been going as far as people reserving spots?
Yeah, there's still spaces available, but these RV campgrounds, especially the one by the bandshell, it really becomes like a party within a party. They all sync up. They play bag boards. They set up volleyball nets. They're all cooking out and hanging out together. So it really is like its own little festival world. It's quite the sight to see, really.
Absolutely. So ticket sales, we want to boost that. Want to get more people to purchase the tickets because it really is a top-notch set that they put on. And what amazes me is how when they build this gigantic stage and it's state of the art. I mean, it
truly is.
It's like any other festival you're going to go to. You're going to see this kind of professional put together show.
Absolutely. There's about 100 folks that'll be here from the production team that will come in. They'll erect the stage, the speaker towers, all the controls. It really is quite the spectacle to see how fast they're able to put it up, how extensive it is. I mean, they've got all these rules and requirements where only certain people can be on the stage during certain times. If I think one year we had a drone that came in close contact with the stage, and they told us on site, they said if that drone would have touched the stage, they would have had to have broken it all down and then reset it back up just because of the standards. That's what the industry standard is. So it's pretty impressive. But as far as ticket sales go, we do have a couple cool options coming up. I think they're doing Fan Fridays, where you can get $20 off a ticket on Fan Fridays. And then this Saturday at Poopy's, we'll be going over to Savannah to do a Tailgate and Tallboys takeover from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. They'll do a little buy one, get one option there. We'll have merch on site. We'll do ticket giveaways. I think Connor at Poopy's has a Hairbangers Ball, I think is what it's called. Bands all day long, different contests and events, and we're going to try to piggyback on that and really tap into that crowd that's going to be there. So excited for that this Saturday, 5 to 8 p.m. at Poopy's.
Okay. And you also want to mention the Wild Rose. They've got their pre-show coming up, too.
Yep.
And when's that going to be? And
yeah, so that'll be Wednesday, June 4th. Wild Rose Casinos and Hotels is our title sponsor. We're thankful for them. They've been on board with us all 3 years. And then each year they do a pre-show. So like those folks that are coming into town on Wednesday gives them something to do. This year we have Lakeview, who performed at Tailgate and Tallboys last year. Last year they had Chase Matthew. So I think that event starts at 6 p.m. with Danny Linhow Band starting off, and then Lakeview at 8 p.m. And I believe tickets are available at the Wild Rose Casino website, so go ahead and go there and get those tickets. But that'll be the day before, kind of just to kick things off, a little way to get eased into the festival setting.
so since this is our last time to talk to you before the festival, how is this compared now to year one as far as preparation? Because I would think by now it's you got it set. Where maybe year one is a little chaotic, year two
Sure.
maybe a little more organized, but now I bet it's you guys are getting it set.
So logistically, everything is pretty similar. You know, when it comes to your barricades, your road closures, you know, PD and Fire got a pretty good handle on where they want to set up and how they want their areas to run. You know, Public Works, we work a lot with them, you know, getting the garbage containers, getting the Packer trucks through there to pick up and drop off. So, I mean, those things were pretty dialed in. But the new wrinkle this year was, which was Peachtree and USA Concerts partnering together on their end. So Peachtree is much bigger in the industry. They've got a lot of festivals, so just kind of trying to adapt to some of the ways that they do things. Kind of added some new wrinkles for us to try to work around, but in the end, they're a great resource. They've got a lot of different companies that they work with that kind of help streamline some efficiencies, so that part is good, but definitely like learning yet another company in year three was kind of a new wrinkle for us, but we managed. We'll get through it.
Sure. So as I mentioned, all the agencies that are involved, you mentioned the MTA, fire department, police department, you've had your meetings,
Yep.
you've had everything set, and so everybody's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, that first year we probably met every other month at a minimum for like the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. And then like the last 2 or 3 ahead of it, it was, you know, sometimes every other week, just dialing it in. And then last year we probably cut that in half. And then this year I think we just had a couple like touch base meetings just to make sure everybody's got what they need. But yeah, minimal changes to the layout. The shuttle service route is the same. The barricade closures are the same. So, I mean, there's a lot of familiarity year three than there was, you know, years 2 and 1. So that's good.
And the thing that I noticed is that in year 1 and 2, I was amazed at how many people talked about how smooth things went and how there wasn't really any big problems. Yeah. People were able to get around, and it, you know, a lot of times when you have a festival this large, you might have some big issue or something pop up, but really that hasn't happened.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet. You know, I think a lot of that goes into the preparation and the work we've put into trying to make sure that all of those details are covered. There's always going to be the things you can't foresee. Those things do happen, but all in all, I think it hasn't been very rowdy, so that's good. Knock on wood. You know, we haven't had a lot of fights. We haven't had a lot of break-ins. We haven't had a lot of, you know, issues with that kind of stuff. So really, it's been a pretty good group of people. And maybe it's just the country fan base. Maybe that's just how they are. But we haven't really seen much in that regard. So we're thankful for that.
And certainly as we run into our last minute here, you know, get your tickets. I mean, yes, you've heard of Jason Aldean, maybe some of the others you've heard of but aren't familiar with. They're up-and-comers. And in a year or two, you're going to know these people. They're going to be majorly popular on all the scenes, the CMT Awards, everything.
Absolutely.
You get to see them now before they hit stardom.
Yep.
And so...
Yeah, a lot of them are just hitting their strides right now. Like Riley Green on Friday is a massive player in the country world. I think he's like top 2 or 3. In the top 50 country artists, I think he's like 2 or 3 right now. Ella Langley was like 10 or 11. And we had 8 total in Music Mayhem's country top 50. 8 of them are coming to Clinton, Iowa. It's unreal. And then when you go to the show, like I said, if you've never been, I encourage you, just come check it out, and you will be absolutely amazed at the production that is put on right here in Clinton, Iowa. And we're very proud of it. We want people to check it out and enjoy it. It brings a lot of people to our area. People truly do get excited about it. The people that do go really do enjoy it and love it. And we hope to bring this around and keep it for years to come, because a lot of people do enjoy this.
Well, for me, I know I've always enjoyed people watching, and a lot of people come in from out of town, and they're kind of unusual,
Yep.
and they're fun to
Yeah.
to watch. But if for no other reason, come and do that. But the production value, because sometimes you hear, well, I'm not really a country music fan. Hey, they put on a great show.
Absolutely.
And if you enjoy just music, and you enjoy production, and you enjoy, and it's so professionally done that it's just for that reason alone,
Yep.
come out and check it out.
And a lot of these artists like cross genres. Like it's a country music festival in its roots, right? That's what Tailgate and Tallboys always has been. It's never been a rock show. It's never been anything else. Like that's just what it is. But a lot of these artists definitely have the ability to cross genre, and they really do bring a rock feel to it. Some of these guys and gals. So just come check them out. I think you'll be impressed.
Absolutely. Well, any final comments you want to make?
Buy your tickets, please.
Get your tickets. All right.
I use the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So, I mean, buy the tickets, show up and support it. And if you do, we'll keep this thing around. And if we don't, well, then the proof will be in the pudding.
And how they can get those tickets then?
Yeah, go to the Tailgate and Tallboys website, go to Clinton, go to tickets, and then they have all sorts of options right there on the website.
And is there going to be an option to buy day of, like at the gate? Or?
Yeah, there's a box office on site right in the Lumber Kings parking lot. It's a great question. Especially if you have tickets already and you have other questions, right there in the Lumber Kings parking lot, the main lot right by the entrance, the box office will be there to answer any questions, take care of any of your needs if you have any concerns, or if you just want to buy tickets the day of, you can absolutely do that there.
All right. Well, Josh, it's been great having you in all this time leading up to the big festival, and hopefully we can have you in for year number 4.
That would be amazing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So there you have it. There is Josh Egg.